Plaintiff Carla Clarge says when she first started dating the defendant, she had no idea he was going to become controlling and physically abusive. Carla claims after she broke up with the defendant, he started stalking and harassing her, so she was forced to change her phone number. She's suing her ex for an unpaid car loan. Defendant Stephen Otero admits that his car broke down 3 months after he started dating Carla, and he insists Carla offered him money for a new vehicle. Stephen says he was paying off the loan, but after they broke up, Carla wanted the money back in one lump sum.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Tell me what happened.
In May of 2007, Your Honor, I started dating Stephen Otero. If I would have known this relationship was abusive, controlling, and manipulative, I would have never helped him out or been involved with him. On a couple occasions, I went to the hair salon with him, and I guess he didn't like the way I got my hair done and started having confrontation with me. The owner of the hair salon felt threatened and asked him to leave. He came to me and asked me if he could get his gun out of his car. So the owner told him to step outside.
Who asked if they could get their gun?
Stephen Otero.
The defendant.
Judge, I don't mean to
Yes.
interrupt, but does this have anything to do with what we're here for today?
That's true, ma'am. Does this have anything to do with monies? Does
Yes,
this
all led
involve
up.
monies?
Yes, this all led up to...
Everything you're telling me somehow is going to tie back to money.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, well, I'll allow you to proceed at this point. Go ahead.
And so she asked him to leave, and she contacted the police. I met up with him at Chili's in order for him to make a payment to me and talk about what payments were agreeable for him.
That same day?
No, this was the day after Christmas.
So what did the confrontation at the hair salon have to do with money?
Because he was being manipulative, and he had manipulated me into getting money for him.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Step up, ma'am.
Yes, my name is Monica Clonch. I'm Carla's mother. And she has told me about instances of physical abuse. There's police documentation. He always made arrangements for her to meet with him
How
for
does
the
this
money.
relate to the
This
money?
never happened until I got out the student loan for him.
Okay, so it has to do
yes.
with monies. His abusiveness
This happened after I got the money.
was a result of
Your Honor, if I
resulted
could-
from you all having these money transactions. Let her
Yes.
proceed, sir. Go ahead, ma'am.
So I met up with him at the Chili's in order for him to pay me. He chased me down.
You have to first describe why he owes you.
Because I got out a student loan for him.
For what?
Because he gave me a sob story that he couldn't find a job because I was trying to work and I was living in Port Orange and we were 40 miles away and he didn't have a car. I loaned him for the car $3,150.
For what? What was his sob story?
His sob story was that if I loved him and I cared about him, why wouldn't I get this money? Yeah, I need to pay for my bills, and if I can't pay for my bills...
How long had you known him at that point?
5 months.
And you give him $3,000 of your student loan money. What else? What would you have otherwise done with that money?
Paid off debt that he got me into on credit cards.
He had already gotten you into debt.
Yes.
How much was that debt?
$1,000.
Within 5 months, he had gotten you into debt by taking $1,000 from you, and then within a couple of more months, you give him your student loan monies, which was to go and pay off your own debt. Instead, you give him your money to pay off his debts. Let me hear from you, sir.
All right, sir. First off, basically, when I met Carla, I had a car that broke down probably about 3 months after we were together. And basically, they wanted me to fix the car. The transmission was broken. It was $4,000 to repair it, plus keep paying the payment. So I just returned the car to the dealership. And Carla then offered me a loan, basically. First, we were going to get a loan from the bank. But basically, the reason why we got a student loan was because it was derived, and there's 4 years to pay it off. And since I do take care of myself, you know what I mean, I needed to have a smaller payment. So, you know, in a sense, she got a student loan out for me.
Let me get back to her about, now that you've pretty much confirmed what she says, let me hear about this Chili's meeting. First of all, did you volunteer to loan him the money?
I told him that I have never gotten a student loan. I don't need money for school.
Who suggested?
He suggested the loan.
Borrowing money.
He suggested it. I got denied twice, and I told him that I don't want to go through with this.
I understand all the denial and the approvals. Ultimately, you were approved. Now, once again, what happened when you got to Chili's?
We got to Chili's. We were discussing the payments, and I went to go leave. He chased me to my car and hit me. And I have
Why?
police
I mean,
police
that
statements.
doesn't. Something is missing. You all are discussing the loan. You're sitting there discussing. All of a sudden, you start running, and he starts chasing you.
No.
What am I missing? Did he say, "I'm not giving you a dime, and you better shut up"? I mean, what made you run?
He told me that he had a Christmas present for me to meet him at his car so he could give it to me. And he kept saying, I don't know, are you with somebody? I don't want to give you this money if you're going out and partying with it. So I walked to his car to get the Christmas present. He threw it in the grass, so I went to go pick it up. And I just saw the look on his face, and I started running.
Pick it up?
I don't know. I don't know.
Go ahead.
So I started running. I got into my car. He slammed open the door and hit me in my face. And so I contacted the police. I made a statement, and I also have a witness statement as well.
Let's see your police statement. What do you have to say about this, sir?
Your Honor, like I said, first of all, when we met up at Chili's, it definitely wasn't to discuss any of the payments.
What was it about?
I'd like to, when you get a chance, to bring that up.
Let me see that, please. What was it about? What were you meeting with her about?
Basically, like she said, I had a Christmas present for her, and we basically met to talk, about things that didn't have anything to do with the loan or anything like that. I'm not here, with all due respect, Your Honor, I'm not here to lie to you or
No, but it states in the police report that we were there to discuss money, and that you struck me.
Well, maybe that's because
and you were abusive.
Told them that.
Let's go back to her, sir. You're not talking about anything. Go ahead.
So after that, I stayed far away from him. He had he had called me several times.
Did you press charges? Was he prosecuted?
I got a restraining order on him, and that it was a temporary restraining order, and then it came
What next?
So then I got the restraining order on him. He continually started phoning my friends because I had to change my number because he was contacting me way too much. He has driven by my house. He's also sent emails to me.
Once again,
Did you go to the police to try and enforce the restraining order?
I did not, because we were involved with trying to get the money.
What have you done? What is...
Excuse me.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Yes, sir. One night she was leaving her job. It was about 11 o'clock at night. She had called me from work and said he had phoned her like 20 times within 3 hours, and she was afraid to come home, and he said he was down at the gas station. He was going to follow her home.
Did you attempt to enforce the restraining order through the police?
Yes.
And what happened?
We filled out the violation of injunction. We were told to fill that out. And we printed out everything, and we're in the process of writing out everything that happened because he's done it in emails, so we had to print out emails for the dates.
And what was the result, ma'am?
We haven't finished all the paperwork because there's so much.
How long ago did you finish?
Last
did you
week.
submit the
Last
violation?
week.
Okay.
Yes, we completed it.
Let me hear from you, sir.
All right, Your Honor. The car she had got for me, she got a student loan out, and I bought the car for her to have the title at home. And basically, I've continued to pay her $100 a month, which was agreed, Like I said, I gave you the receipts up there. There's a couple of payments that, first of all, that aren't up there because I've lost the receipts for them, as well as there's
Payments
a couple times.
that I've copied for you.
Oh, did
They're
you?
right here.
That's good. Thank you.
That I tried to get you to sign a
Appreciate
promissory note.
Thank you. So anyway, like I said, Judge, I continue to pay her, and I will continue to pay her. I don't see what we're here today wasting any of anybody's time.
But it's $100 a month that I don't want to be stuck with you for 5 years.
Quiet.
Now that we've broken up, she decides that she wants all the money at once, which an agreement is an agreement. We've made an agreement.
Ma'am, what was the agreement?
There was an agreement to pay at least $200 a month of what you could pay. But when you don't have a job,
what he could pay.
When you don't have a job, you can't afford to pay anything. So it became where he'd pay me $50 a month, or he wasn't consistent. It was every other month, or it was a month.
When did you ask him for full payment?
She had him sign, they had broken up, and she wanted the promissory note signed. So he said, well, if you come to my house, which is what I was told.
And he wouldn't sign it?
Yeah.
He signed it, but
Yes,
he chased her down and ripped it up. I'm sorry.
You signed a
No, sir, I did not
agreement
agree.
and chased her
I did
down
not
and ripped
sign.
it up?
I didn't chase anybody down. I did rip up the promissory.
Why?
Because I believe we already made an agreement verbally. Why would I have to sign, another
You
agreement?
did sign it and tear it up.
No, sir. I didn't sign it at all, first of all. And I'll be honest with you. I'll tell you, I did tear it up.
Okay. All right, sir, continue with your side of the story. You believe she's doing this because you all broke up. When did you break up?
No, not really. Basically, I understand she wants, her money, and I understand, she doesn't want her credit ruined in any way.
So then what's your defense?
Well, my defense is that she got a student loan out to get me a car, basically. Okay, she said I'd have 4 years to pay it off. It's only been 8 months. That's my defense, Your Honor.
Ma'am, how long did you tell him?
I never gave him a specific time.
Okay, then why are you suing him for it now?
Because I don't want to be stuck with him
You
calling
don't know if you're going to be stuck with him yet.
Well, he contacts my...
You haven't given a timeline, so you can't sue him. Not having given him a timeline, not knowing whether he's going to pay you or not, his timeline has not expired. He says 4 years. You say you never gave him a timeline. He doesn't owe you until he fails to pay you within a reasonable amount of time. That sounds more like over a year or two, the course of a year or two. He says 4, certainly a year or two would be the minimum of which you could interpret you don't have to pay me at any particular time condition. I'll grant you the unreasonable amount of time order, which I'm going to interpret as 2 years. You have 2 years to pay $4,000. This woman knows you didn't have any money to pay that back. If you're not working and you're in debt, it would take about 2 years. So if debt is not due for another 2 years, then you're bringing back to me if he hasn't paid. Your case is dismissed at this time. Have a good day.